22 car myths that are completely wrong, but people still believe them. There's a ton of car advice out there, but let's be honest, a lot of it is complete nonsense. You've probably heard myths like premium gas makes every car run better, or you need to warm up your engine for 10 minutes in winter. Some myths are harmless, while others can drain your wallet or even damage your car. The worst part? People still believe them. Before bad advice costs you money, let's set the record straight. Stick around, because we're busting 22 of the dumbest car myths people still fall for. Myth number 22. You must replace all 4 tires at the same time. Prohibited reality. You only need to replace all 4 tires at once in certain cases, like AWD vehicles. Many people believe that when 1 or 2 tires wear out, you must replace all 4 to maintain balance. When should you replace all 4? White heavy check mark if you have an AWD vehicle. AWD systems rely on all 4 tires spinning at the same speed. Mismatched tires can confuse the system, causing unnecessary wear on the drivetrain. Automobile bottom line. You don't always have to replace all 4 tires. Just make sure you're following the right guidelines for your vehicle type. Myth number 21. A car battery lasts 5+ years no matter what. Prohibited reality. A car battery's lifespan depends on climate, driving habits, and maintenance. Many drivers assume that a car battery should last 5+ years, no matter what. While some high-quality batteries can last that long, most start losing efficiency after 3 to 4 years, especially in extreme climates. Don't assume your battery will last 5+ years. Check it annually after 3 years, especially if you live in a hot or cold climate. Myth number 20. All-wheel drive makes you invincible in snow. Prohibited reality. AWD helps with acceleration, but it doesn't help with stopping or turning. AWD, all-wheel drive, improves traction, but it doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac in the snow. Many AWD drivers overestimate their car's capabilities and end up in ditches. White heavy check mark the real winter hero. Winter tires. If you drive in snow often, invest in proper snow tires. They provide way more grip than AWD alone. Myth number 19. Red cars get pulled over more. Prohibited reality. The color of your car has nothing to do with getting a ticket. Many people believe that red cars are ticket magnets because they look faster and stand out more. But there's no real data to back this up. White heavy checkmark drive smart, follow the law, and you won't get a ticket, regardless of your car's color. Myth number 18. Engine flushes are necessary for every oil change. Prohibited reality. Most modern engines don't need an engine flush at all. An engine flush is a chemical cleaning process that removes sludge and carbon buildup from your engine. While it sounds like a great idea, in reality, it's usually unnecessary and can even be harmful. YW checkmark, when do you actually need an engine flush? If you've neglected oil changes for years and there's obvious sludge buildup. If your mechanic recommends it due to specific engine problems. If you've bought a used car with no service history and suspect poor maintenance. But if you change your oil on schedule, you'll never need one. Myth number 17. Washing your car in direct sunlight is better. Prohibited reality. Washing your car in direct sunlight can actually damage the paint. Many people think washing their car on a hot, sunny day helps it dry faster, but that's actually a bad thing. When water dries quickly under the sun, it leaves behind hard water spots, mineral deposits, and soap streaks. White heavy checkmark the best way to wash your car. Do it in the shade or early morning/evening when the sun isn't intense. Always dry it with a microfiber towel to prevent water spots. Myth number 16. Topping off your gas tank gives you more fuel. Prohibited reality. Topping off your gas tank doesn't help and can actually harm your car. Many drivers try to squeeze in a few extra drops after the fuel pump clicks off, thinking they'll get more gas for their money. But modern fuel systems aren't designed for overfilling. White heavy checkmark when the pump clicks off, stop. You won't get more gas, just a higher risk of problems. Myth number 15. Using thicker oil for a high-mileage engine. Prohibited reality. Modern engines are designed for specific oil viscosities. Back in the day, older engines with simpler designs could handle thicker oil. But today's engines rely on precise oil flow for systems like variable valve timing, VVT. If you use oil that's too thick, it struggles to flow through the narrow oil passages, especially during cold starts. This can lead to poor performance, higher engine wear, and even failure of key parts like the valve train. Better solution. If your high-mileage engine is burning oil, don't jump to thicker oil just yet. Try high-mileage synthetic oil, which is slightly thicker and has additives to reduce oil burn-off. Myth number 14. Change your oil every 3,000 miles. Prohibited reality. That rule is outdated. This myth made sense in the 1940s to the 1980s when motor oils were less advanced. Back then, oils had fewer additives, and engines weren't as well sealed, leading to quicker contamination. Today's synthetic oils last way longer and provide better heat resistance and protection. Wide heavy checkmark. What should you do? Check your owner's manual. Most modern cars recommend oil changes every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, and some even go 10,000 plus miles on full synthetic oil. Myth number 13. Changing transmission fluid will ruin your transmission. Prohibited reality. Not changing your transmission fluid is what will kill your transmission. Transmission fluid operates at extremely high temperatures, 75 degrees Celsius to 90 degrees Celsius, and as it heats up, it breaks down. If it gets too old, it turns into varnish and acid, coating clutch surfaces and causing serious damage. How often should you change it? Light driving, highway, flat roads, 70,000 miles. Heavy driving, traffic, towing, mountains, 40,000 to 50,000 miles. Light bulb. Check your fluid color. It should be reddish. If it's dark brown or black, you're way overdue. Myth number 12. Using a cell phone while refueling can cause an explosion. Prohibited reality. There is no evidence that cell phones ignite fuel vapors. Even Mythbusters tested this myth. No explosion. The real fire risk comes from static electricity. Fire. The actual danger? If you slide out of your car, static can build up. If you touch the fuel nozzle before grounding yourself, a tiny spark could ignite fuel vapors. Wide heavy checkmark. How to prevent this? Touch a metal part of your car before refueling to discharge static. Myth number 11. Inflate your tires to the PSI on the sidewall. Prohibited reality. That number is the maximum pressure, not the recommended one. Overinflating can make your ride rough, wear your tires unevenly, and reduce traction. Underinflating leads to poor fuel economy and a higher risk of blowouts. Wide heavy checkmark. Check your owner's manual or the driver's side door sticker for the correct pressure. Myth number 10. Running the AC uses more gas. Prohibited reality. Modern AC systems are efficient. Opening windows at highway speeds creates aerodynamic drag, making your engine work harder. So, at high speeds, AC is actually more fuel efficient. Checkered flag. City driving. Roll the windows down. Automobile highway driving. Use the AC. Myth number 9. Putting soap on a squealing belt fixes it. Prohibited reality. Soap is not a fix. It just masks the problem. A squealing belt is usually caused by loose tension. Tighten it. Worn out belt. Replace it. Fluids on the belt. Clean it. Stop sign. In a pinch, brake fluid or belt dressing can help, but only as a temporary fix. Myth number 8. You don't need antifreeze in a hot climate. Prohibited reality. Antifreeze does more than prevent freezing. It protects your engine from corrosion. It prevents limescale buildup, overheating, and rust. Just using water will eventually destroy your cooling system. Wide heavy checkmark. Always use the correct coolant for your vehicle. Myth number 7. Auto parts stores perform a free check engine light diagnosis. Prohibited reality. They just scan codes. They don't diagnose the problem. They sell parts, so they'll suggest buying something immediately. The code might indicate a sensor issue, but it won't tell you if it's faulty, dirty, or getting bad data. Wide heavy checkmark. For real diagnostics, visit a professional mechanic. Myth number 6. Disconnecting the battery to test the alternator is safe. Prohibited reality. This can fry your car's computer. In old cars, disconnecting the battery while running would tell you if the alternator was working. But in modern cars, doing this can cause a massive voltage spike, damaging expensive electronics. Wide heavy checkmark. Use a voltmeter instead. Myth number 5. You don't need to warm up your car in winter. Prohibited reality. A short warm-up helps reduce engine wear. Starting a cold engine is when most wear occurs. Letting it idle for 30 to 60 seconds allows oil to circulate fully. You don't need to wait 10 minutes. Just 30 to 60 seconds before driving normally is enough. Myth number 4. Premium gas makes every car run better. Prohibited reality. If your car doesn't require premium, it's a waste of money. Premium gas has higher octane, which prevents engine knocking in high-performance engines. If your car is designed for regular gas, premium won't give you better performance or fuel economy. Myth number 3. If your AC isn't cold, just add more Freon. Prohibited reality. Adding refrigerant without fixing leaks won't help. If your AC needs refrigerant, there's a leak. Simply adding more won't fix it. You'll need a proper repair. Myth number 2. EVs pollute more than gas cars. Prohibited reality. EVs offset their manufacturing emissions in under 2 years. Yes, battery production uses energy, but gas cars burn fuel their entire lifespan. EVs have zero tailpipe emissions and can be charged using renewable energy. Myth number 1. You need regular tune UPS like old cars did. Prohibited reality. Modern cars self-adjust. Old cars needed carburetor adjustments, ignition timing tweaks, and frequent spark plug replacements. Today, ECUs, engine control units, handle everything automatically. White heavy checkmarks stick to scheduled maintenance. Don't waste money on unnecessary tune-ups. Final thoughts. These 22 myths prove that a lot of car advice is outdated or flat out wrong. Knowing the facts can help you save money, avoid unnecessary repairs, and keep your car running longer. Automobile, which myth surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Want more car tips? Check out our video, 13 Car Maintenance Tips Mechanics Don't Want You to Know.